Hey viewers, my dear kids. So what we are going to read today is about the motions of the earth. Now, there are two motions of the earth which everybody knows, that is rotation and revolution. But to know about it in deep, subscribe to the channel, that is Students Inspiration. So hello everybody, I am Richa and here I am in front of you with my new video with a new topic, that is motions of the earth. So without wasting any time, come on, let's get started. So here I have already drawn a picture, because in this picture there is lot of information and definitely we all many a times get confused whenever we go through these points, but definitely I'll try my level best to give you a very precise and effective explanation so that you can memorize the content for a long period of time. So here everybody of us knows that earth movements, whenever we talk about motion is movement. Whenever we talk about earth's movement or motion, two things come to our mind, that is rotation and revolution. Now what is rotation? Rotation is the movement of earth on its axis. Axis, in my last video I already told you about axis. So what is the axis? Axis is an imaginary line on which earth gets fixed to a position or it moves, that is said to be axis. So when earth moves on its own axis, it is said to be rotation, while the movement in which earth is moving around the sun, that movement is said to be revolution. I'm sure this thing is very much clear. So movement on its place is said to be rotation. Movement around the sun is said to be revolution. Okay, now what effects of these rotation and revolution cause? So rotation takes 24 hours to complete. Like Earth takes 24 hours to complete its one rotation, while Earth takes 365 1/4 days to complete one revolution. Now what is the effect of rotation and revolution? The effect of rotation and revolution. So rotation causes day and night on earth, whereas revolution causes change of season. Now how it happens? This is the basic information all of us already know, but how it takes place, how it happens. So to go into deeper point, we need to understand this diagram. Like this, I have drawn the picture of earth. Maybe it's not very good, but still I've tried. So this is the earth, and we all know that our earth is not standing very straight, but it is little bit tilted. Well, so what is the angle of its tilt? That also we'll come to know, but first let us make the earth tilted earth. So here we have the tilted earth, and this line is its axis. This is the tilt, you can say. So if it is the tilt, these points are your poles, north and south poles. And if we talk about the center, so here we have the center, and center is said to be orbit. Now yesterday in my last video also I told you about that there is an imaginary line that divides earth into two equal halves. So come on, without wasting any time, let us draw that line. So here is that 0-degree imaginary line, which is equator, and equator is the line that divides earth into two equal halves, that is your northern hemisphere and your southern hemisphere. Okay, in my last video we had a talk about heat zones, and when we were talking about heat zones, I told my viewers about Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. These are again lines that are imaginary, and they are, the position is 23.5 degrees. 23.5 degrees in north, that is Tropic of Cancer, and 23.5 degrees south, that is your Tropic of Capricorn. So now comes the point, like if it was center, let us draw a vertical line. So here we have a vertical line which I have already drawn, and this vertical line or vertical path, you can say, circle of illumination. This vertical line or the vertical path, this vertical line is from Earth's orbital plane. Now what is Earth's orbital plane? First you should remember that what is Earth's orbit. So here we have our Earth's orbit. Okay, now on this Earth's orbit I have drawn again an imaginary line passing through both the ends of the earth from east and west. This is your east direction and this is your west direction. So in both the direction joining the points, I have drawn an imaginary line. So what is the plane of the earth's orbit? This path, this semicircular path, this path is said to be the plane of the earth's orbit. Now if you all remember, everybody of us knows what is plane. Plane is surface. Plane क्या होता है? Plane is the surface. So this is the surface where we live. This is the surface where we all dwell. So this is the plane of the earth's orbit. Now with respect to this plane, we have a vertical line. Now everybody can see, with respect to this curved plane, we have the vertical line. Okay, and this is the vertical line from the earth's orbital plane. What is the earth's orbital plane? This is the earth's orbital plane, and from this earth's orbital plane, this is the vertical line. Vertical is your 90-degree line, if anybody is forgetting. So now the point that we were talking about is circle of illumination. So what is circle of illumination? Circle of illumination is circle that divides the day from night. Like just now I told you that the rotation causes day and night. So how it causes? It causes just because of its tilt. So here is the tilt and this is the circle of illumination. This is the dividing line which divides day from night. We all know that at a time on earth, not whole earth is experiencing the daytime. Half of the earth is experiencing daytime while another half is experiencing night time. So what is that path that separates day from night? That day and night is being separated by the path, and this path is said to be circle of illumination. Now if we talk about the inclination of the earth, inclination is, you can understand, tilt. So if we talk about the tilt or the inclination of the earth, here we must memorize and we must understand 2 points. Now what are those 2 points? For that you'll have to read this, then only I'll be able to show you the diagram. Angle of inclination of the earth's axis with its orbital plane and earth's axial tilt or earth's angle from the perpendicular to the elliptical path. There are 2 points. Let's move to the first one. The angle of inclination of the earth's axis with its orbital plane. So here we have the orbital plane. Well, and if we talk about this orbital plane, so what is the angle of inclination? So this is the angle of inclination, this, and this is equal to 66.5 degrees. So here you have to remember 2 things: the angle of inclination with its orbital plane. If we are talking about angle of inclination with its orbital plane, that is 66.5 degree. And if we talk about Earth's axial tilt, it means what is the angle of Earth's tilting from its axis. So here we have the axis, this is the axis, and this was the vertical line that we drew. So if this was the vertical line, so what angle we have here is, that is 23.5 degree, and this is said to be obliquity. This term is called as obliquity. Now what is obliquity? Obliquity is the angle from the perpendicular to the elliptical plane, or we can call it Earth's axial tilt, and this is equal to 23.5 degree, while the angle of inclination with its orbital plane is equal to 66.5 degrees. I'm sure this concept might be very much clear to all my viewers. So now I'm giving you a few seconds. You can take a clip of it, you can keep a note of it, and try to go through the video so that this portion is very much clear to everybody, because I have noticed many a times with my kids that no doubt they understand rotation or revolution, but whenever we talk about the angle of inclination, whenever we talk about the causing of day and night, or various factors, if we discuss about, many a times they get confused. So it is nothing to get confused. It is very easy concept. You just have to focus on it. Well guys, stay tuned and keep connected to Students Inspiration. Okay guys, bye, take care. I'm giving you a few moments. You can just keep a note of it.